Good day everyone, especially po sa Sir Oarde. The topic that we will be discussing today is about the 21st century skills categories. But before that, let me introduce to you first my name. Hi, my name is Karen Camel Nata, and I am the leader of Group 3. And the names of my group mates are Sir Jaco Velasco, John Carl Quinones, Cristala A. Canino, Ralph Edil Mendioro, Emeline Cantoria, and Janeline Batiansila. Pero bago po tayo magpatuloy sa ating lesson, atin munang alimin kung ano nga ba ang ating mga layunin or ang learning objectives. So at the end of our discussion po, each of you will be able to first understand the 21st century skills and its categories. Pangalawa, we will be also understand its important for us as a student and as a future educator. And last but not the least, you will be also apply the 21st century skills in preparing and delivering our lesson. Okay, I hope malinaw po sa inyo ang goals na dapat nating ma-achieve at the end of our discussion. Okay, let's proceed. Our world is changing rapidly. I know we are already aware of that because sa paraan pa lang ng pananamit natin, sa paraan pa lang ng pamumuhay natin, from the things that surround us and we also used, from the system of our government, and most especially to our education system, masasabi nating ibang-iba na talaga ito sa noon at sa ngayon. Mapapansin natin marami na talagang nagbago and nag-improve. As we all know, as our world is continuously improving and innovating, mas dumadami rin yung opportunities, mga demands, and mga challenges na kinakaharap natin or mga nai-experience natin. At dahil sa mga demand at mga challenges na ito, I think nararapat lamang na maging prepared tayo. Nararapat lamang na magkaroon tayo ng tamang kaalaman, sapat at tamang skills upang kahit paano ay ma-overcome natin ang mga ito. Para kahit paano makasurvive tayo at syempre maging successful in the future. So, ano nga ba itong pinopoint out ko na skills and knowledge? So, dito na po pumapasok yung 21st century skills. Ano nga ba itong 21st century skills? Sabi dito, this refers to the knowledge, life skills, career skills, habits, and traits that are critically important to student success in today's world. So, in short, ito yung mga kaalaman and mga skills na dapat nating tinataklay upang maging successful tayo in the future. Sinasabi dito na ito yung way, parang ito yung susi para makasurvive tayo and maging successful tayo in the future. Dahil alam naman natin na marami talagang demand and mga challenges na pwede nating kaharapin. Kung tatanungin niyo ako, ano nga ba itong mga 21st century skills? Ano yung example? So, meron po tayong 12 na 21st century skills. At ito po ay walang iba kundi ang critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy, flexibility, leadership, initiative, at productivity. Ito pong mga 21st century skills na binanggit ko ay nahahati din sa tatlong kategory para mas madali nating maintindihan. At ito pong tatlong kategory na sinasabi ko ay walang iba kundi ang learning skills, literary skills, and life skills. Sa learning skills po, nakapaloob ang 4 na 21st century skills. Ito po ay critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. Sa literacy skills naman, nakapaloob dito yung media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy. And last, sa life skills, nakapaloob dito po yung flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. Okay, so in order for us to fully understand this concept, let's discuss it one by one. So, unahin po muna natin ang learning skills. So, ano nga ba ang learning skills? Kapag sinabi po nating learning skills, sinasabi dito na ito yung primary skills orchestrated in 21st century skills. So meaning to say, isa ito sa pinaka-basic, isa ito sa nauuna, isa ito sa valuable or importante na skills na nakapaloob sa 21st century skills. And sinasabi dito na pwede rin itong tawaging 4Cs dahil nakapaloob dito yung critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. So kung obserbahan po ninyo, ito pong apat ay nagsisimula sa letter C. Kaya ang learning skills ay maaari ring tawagin bilang 4Cs. Aside from that, when we say learning skills, it teaches students about the mental processes required to adapt and improve upon a modern work environment. And as I said, nakapaloob nga dito yung apat na skills, which is critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. So, unahin po muna natin i-discuss kung ano ang critical thinking. So, ano nga ba ang critical thinking? So, sinasabi rito na ang critical thinking po, it is the analysis of available facts, evidence, observation, and arguments in order to form a judgment by the application of rational, skeptical, and unbiased analysis and evaluation. So, meaning to say, ito po yung ability natin to think clearly and logically. So, nakapokus po ito sa logical connection. So, dito po nahasa yung ability natin para makapag-analyze ng mga information na alam naman nating essential para maintindihan natin ang mga bagay-bagay. Nakapaloob din dito po yung ability na makapag-argue, para makapag-classify, makapag-compare and contrast, and also para makapag-describe, define, and also para makapag-evaluate ng mga information para makapag-decide tayo if legible pa ba itong i-share or hindi na dahil opinionated lamang ito. Bukod pa dyan, nahahasa din yung critical thinking skills natin through problem solvings and reasoning. So, as a future educator, ang critical thinking ang isa sa essential 21st century skills na dapat nating ma-nurtured or mayroon tayo dahil ito yung nagsisilbing gabay natin upang malaman natin if yung tinuturo natin ay needs pa ba ng mga student or hindi na. So, tinutulungan din nito tayo na makapag-isip ng mga solution sa problema na pwede natin kaharapin in the future kapag teacher na tayo. Okay, yan po yung critical thinking skills. I hope po naintindihan niyo po ito. So, pangalawa naman po, sunod natin ang creativity. So, sabi rito, ang creativity po, it denotes use of wide range of idea creation techniques to create a new and worthwhile ideas. So, meaning to say, this is the practice of thinking outside the box. So, pag sanabi natin thinking outside the box, meaning to say, this is the ability to think about a task or a problem in a new or different way. So, these skills empowers a person to see concept in a different light, which leads to innovations. So, through creativity, we can produce new, diverse, and unique ideas. So, ang creativity ang isa sa essential din na skills na dapat meron tayo as a future educator because it specifically help us para makapag-isip ng mga strategies para mas maging engaging ang ating lesson. So, this help us para makapag-isip kung paano i-introduce yung lesson natin para mas maging active learner yung mga student. So, hindi lang sila mag-i-enjoy, kundi matututo din sila. Yun lamang po. I hope may naintindihan po kayo sa aking diniscuss. Papatuloy po ni Sir Jaco Velasco ang learning skills. So, dito po nakapaloob yung communication and collaboration.
Hi, this is the continuation of Karen Camille Nota report, the 4ES in the 21st centuries. So the third one is the collaboration and the next one is the communication. By the way, my name is Sir Jaco Velasco, the second reporter for today's. So let's proceed to collaboration. When we say collaboration, is the practice of working together to achieve a common goal. So ito yung skills na mas kailangan ihasa natin in today's generation. So para magkaroon tayo ng collaborative skills, so kailangan natin siya ma-practice in daily lives. So ito din yung pwede natin magamit. Okay? So dito natin ma-achieve yung communication skills natin, sharing ideas, sharing opinions. So dito napapasok ang ating what you call that, the brainstorming skills. Yes. Enhancing these collaborative skills, magagamit nila ito in the future, lalo na pag naghahanap tayo ng trabaho or makikipagsalamuha tayo sa ibang tao. So by collaborative skills, dito natin matututunan kung paano ang pakikipagsalamuha. And the last 21st century skills that we need to achieve is the communication. So the communication is the practice of conveying ideas quickly and clearly. So ito yung very common skills na mas kailangan and important natin na ma-achieve as a person, kasi ito talaga yung magagamit natin in a daily lives or what you call pag nag-a-apply tayo ng trabaho or pag nakikipagsalamuha tayo sa ibang tao, kailangan natin ng communication skills para maintindihan natin or marunong tayo mag-convey ng message sa ibang tao, marunong din tayo mag-receive ng message. Okay? So, paano ba natin ito ma-achieve as a teacher? So, kailangan natin ihasa ang mga estudyante natin kung sa pamamagitan ng public speaking or pag-report sa unahan, gaya ng ginagawa natin ngayon, di ba? And by that, mas na-enhance ang ating communication skills that we can use in the future. Okay? That's all, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. And the next reporter will be John Carl Quinones.
Good day everyone, I am John Carl Quinones and I am the one who will assigned to discuss to you what is technology literacy. But before we start, let's talk about the history of technology literacy. So technology literacy comes from the Greek word techno, which means art or skills, and technology, which means systematic or treatment. With this technology, we can define as the systematic application of one arts or skills for a practical purposes. So technology is an evident in the modern time as well as in the past. The technology today is fruit of the innovation from the past. So let's talk about what is technology literacy. So technology literacy, it pertains to the use of technology as a tools in research, organize, evaluate, and communication information. So technology as a major tool in research. We all know naman na we had a lot of technology that can use in research. We can easily access the information through research, through Google and other platforms of technology. Aside from that, we can evaluate through technology. So we can easily evaluate other resources in terms of technology. And aside from that, we can transmit communication through technology, through the different app using like Facebook, Messenger, and any platforms of technology. It also to ability to manipulate any kind of technology. So when we said technology literacy, we can use anything or anything that can be used of technology. So let's talk about why technology literacy is important. So as a student, we can easily access information using modern technology. In the past, we use source of information are very limited and hard to find, as well as finding cure and diseases. So we all know naman na we live in the world where technology is becoming extremely important in every workplace, lalong-lalo sa trabaho. Like for example, for me, I've been working as a store helper in Minimart. So para mas mapadali yung inventory namin, we use technology in inventory. we scan the code or anything that can type using technology to become easy way in workplace. Aside from that, as a student, um, technology literacy is becoming extremely important kasi we use technology, like for example, we are making PowerPoint presentation. So, kailangan natin i-edit sa PowerPoint lahat ng mga presentation natin. We didn't use the traditional materials in preparation for reporting. We can also use Google Forms and evaluating other student when it comes, like for example, the class is suspension. So we use technology as a vital tools na kahit papano gagamitin natin kahit malayo tayo sa ating students. So aside from that, because of technology, it enables to work independently, interact in groups, develop effective technology skills, and learn how to communicate, interpret, and exchange information, data, and ideas. So let's talk about the purpose of technology. So the purpose of technology is, the first one is to access. So from the word access, we can easily access the information through the technology. We can also manage the technology because we all know that we are very comprehend, and we can manipulate anything through technology. So we can also integrate, we can also access, we can also produce and transmit information in a responsible, acceptable, and successful manner. So in sum up, with the use of technology is very one of the vital rule in terms and education.
Good day everyone, my name is Cristala A. Canino and I am the next discussant in Group 3. Now let us talk about what is the 21st century life and career skills. So, in today's life and work environments, it requires far more than thinking skills and content knowledge. So, the ability to navigate the complex life and work environments in the globally competitive information age requires students to pay rigorous attention to developing adequate life and career skills. So, what is life skills? So, the skills needed to create a well-rounded individual that can thrive both in their personal and work lives. When we say life skills, it is to equip students to thrive in the classroom and in the world beyond. So we have the 21st century life and skills. First is the flexibility, leadership. So now let us talk about what is flexibility. So when we say flexibility, it is to incorporate feedback effectively. So to deal positively with praise, setbacks, and criticism. So it is to understand, negotiate, and balance diverse views and beliefs to reach workable solutions, particularly in multicultural environments. So given the rapid rate of change in our world, the ability to adjust and adapt is critical to success. So students need to learn quickly, analyze what is going on around them, and make adjustment
on the while keeping their goals in the forefront of their minds. So we have the inquiry process requires and rewards flexibility. So instead of following a set course or a rigid set of instructions, students must make constant scores as they do the following. So first we have the set goals. So setting goals or exploring goal with student is a great way to instill a growth mindset in your classroom. So when your students believe that they can achieve a goal through persistence and hard work, they learn to be resilient and that overcoming small failures can lead to larger successes. So for the second is seek answers. So students seek answers using the inquiry process. So the inquiry process is a set of steps or tasks that lead from questions to answers to sharing those answers with others. So here are the generally speaking are the steps of the inquiry process. So we all know that inquiry is questioning or asking question. This is the first steps or process. Second is planning or planning about what you are going to do or what you are going to make. So and thirdly is researching. So it is important to search and get information in other websites or books. So and fourth is creating or you are doing it. You're doing it with hands-on. And fifth is improving. So you need to improvise of what you do. And lastly is presenting. So you will be able to present your things or project. So now let's talk about navigate information. So this is the ability to navigate digital spaces is an essential practice and students can learn through teacher modeling and the application of these skills in authentic context. So here we have the tips to support student online searches. So first is we have to share keyword search strategies such as using a phrase instead of a complete sentence or a questions. So next is brainstorm. It is a potential keywords and search terms with students before sending them off their own. So next is post common search queries for your topic. So students do not have to worry about spelling errors which can lead to helpful results. So if the results of their searches queries are not helping them, find useful information on the topic. So it reminds students to check for misspellings or encourage them to try a new keyword or phrase. And now is to inform students that voice-to-text search options are available on many websites and mobile apps, but will require them to grant the tool permission to use their device microphone. And lastly, we have the introduce students to advanced search options to help them find a specific type of result or file. So for example, we have the Google and YouTube. So it have an advanced search options to let users search for content published in the last few months or the previous year. So now let us continue about collaborate with others. So when we say collaborative learning, it can occur peer-to-peer or in larger groups. So it is a type of collaborative learning that involves students working in a pair or small groups to discuss concepts or find solutions to problems. So similar to the idea that 2 or 3 heads are better than 1. So educational researchers have found that through peer instruction, students teach each other by addressing misunderstanding and clarifying misconceptions. So that's all for the flexibility. Now let us proceed to leadership. Of what is all about leadership? What are the skills needed? So when we say leadership, it is a suite of related skills that combines the other life skills. So good leaders take initiative, have strong social skills, are flexible, and are productive. Next is, so we have the following to be a good leader. So identify goals, which means that setting out goals can help you achieve what you want to do. So it is important to inspire others and to share those goals and encourage the group to reach their goals. And for the second is, of course, it is important to organize a group. So an organized group or activity involves a number of people doing something together in a structured way rather than doing it by themselves. So all members can contribute according to their abilities, right? So for the third one is resolve conflict among members. So conflict or problems cannot be avoided when it comes to groupings. So it is important that you as a leader, you have the ability to resolve conflicts among members. So being a leader in any organization is no easy task, right? So not only are leaders responsible for their actions and ramifications thereof, they are also responsible for the behavior and actions of their team members. So that is so true. And it is important to remind all the leaders that problems cannot be avoided. So for the fourth is to help group members solve problems and improve performance. Yes, it is important as a leaders to solve problems so that your team will create a harmonized team, and also it will be easily to improve your performance or projects. So students are given a project to solve, and the goals of group problem solving are to develop the student's ability in the given context. So goals can also include building team skills, experience testing solutions, evaluative skills among alternatives. So for the last one is give credit where it is due. So when we say the phrase give credit where credit is due, it is attributed to Samuel Adams. So he wrote in the late 18th century, but his sentiment is as strong today as it was then. He says that every respectful leader knows how integral it is to give staff credit when good work is completed. So not only does it to enhance the collaborative effort of the team, but it strengthens the leader. So a leader willing to demonstrate ethical behavior will likely to be in a higher favor than say. So the leader who steals your idea and takes the credit. So we all know that as a leader, we have to possess those process so that we can become a good leader in our team. So the list pretty well describes what you do as a teacher in your daily lesson. So because you are a leader of your class, however, if your students are perpetually in the role of followers, they never have to learn these skills, and they need to occasionally become the teacher, and inquiry allows them to do so. Group projects also require students to take on leadership responsibilities. So inquiries provide many projects that can be done in a group. So that's all for my report. Thank you for listening.